صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Inshallah, we'll begin with the recitation of the Holy Quran. We'll be reciting from Surah An-Nur, from ayahs number 34 to 36. Surah Nur 34 to 36. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولقد أنزلنا إليكم آيات مبينات ومثلا من الذين خلوا من قبلكم وموعظة للمتقين. الله نور السماوات والأرض. مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح للمصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على رسول الله وآله الأطهار على رسول الله وآله الأطهار. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. دعاكم إلى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إني أسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء وبقوتك التي قهرت بها كل شيء وخضع لها كل شيء وذل لها كل شيء وبجبروتك التي غلبت بها كل شيء وبعزتك التي لا يقوم لها شيء، وبعظمتك التي ملأت كل شيء، وبسلطانك الذي على كل شيء، وبوجهك الباقي بعد فناء كل شيء، وبأسمائك التي ملأت أركان كل شيء، وبعلمك الذي أحاط بكل شيء، وبنور وجهك الذي أضاء له كل شيء. يا نور يا قدوس، يا نور يا قدوس، يا نور يا قدوس، يا أول الأولين ويا آخر الآخرين. اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تهتك العصام، اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تغير النعم، اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تغير النعم، اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تحبس الدعاء، اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تقطع الرجاء، اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تنزل البلاء، اللهم اغفر لي كل ذنب أذنبته وكل خطيئة أخطأتها. اللهم إني أتقرب إليك بذكرك وأستشفع بك إلى نفسك، وأسألك بجودك أن تدنيني من قربك، وأن توزعني شكرك، وأن تلهمني ذكرك. اللهم إني أسألك سؤال خاضع متذلل خاشع، أن تسامحني وترحمني وتجعلني بقسمك راضيا قانعا، وفي جميع الأحوال متواضعا. اللهم وأسألك سؤال من اشتدت فاقته وأنزل بك عند الشدائد حاجته وعظم فيما عندك رغبته. اللهم عظم سلطانك وعلى مكانك وخفي مكرك وظهر أمرك وغلب قهرك وجرت قدرتك، ولا يمكن الفرار من حكومتك. اللهم لا أجد لذنوبي غافرا ولا لقبائحي ساترا ولا لشيء من عملي القبيح بالحسن مبدلا غيرك. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك وبحمدك. ظلمت نفسي ظلمت نفسي ظلمت نفسي وتجرأت بجهلي وسكنت إلى قديم ذكرك لي ومنك علي. اللهم مولاي كم من قبيح سترته وكم من فادح من البلاء أقلته، وكم من عثار وقيته، وكم من مكروه دفعته، وكم من ثناء جميل لست أهلا له نشرته. اللهم عظم بلائي وأفرط بي سوء حالي، وقصرت بي أعمالي، وقادت بي أغلالي، وحبسني عن نفعي بعد آمالي، وخدعت لي الدنيا بغرورها، ونفسي بجنايتها، ومطالي يا سيدي. فأسألك بعزتك ألا يحجب عنك دعائي سوء عملي وفعالي، ولا تفضحني بخفي ما اطلعت عليه من سري، ولا تعاجلني بالعقوبة على ما عملته في خلواتي من سوء فعلي وإساءتي ودوام تفريطي وجهالتي وكثرة شهواتي وغفلتي. وكن اللهم بعزتك لي في كل الأحوال رؤوفا، وعلي في جميع الأمور عطوفا. إلهي وربي من لي غيرك أسأله كشف ضري والنظر في أمري. إلهي ومولاي أجريت علي حكما اتبعت فيه هوى نفسي، ولم أحترز فيه من تزيين عدوي، فغرني بما أهواه وأسعده على ذلك القضاء، فتجاوزت بما جرى علي من ذلك بعض حدودك، وخالفت بعض أوامرك، فلك الحجة علي في جميع ذلك، ولا حجة لي فيما جرى علي فيه قضاؤك. وألزمني حكمك وبلاؤك، وقد أتيتك يا إلهي بعد تقصيري وإسرافي على نفسي، معتذرا نادما منكسرا مستقيلا مستغفرا منيبا مقرا مذعنا معترفا، لا أجد مفرا مما كان مني، ولا مفزعا أتوجه إليه في أمري غير قبولك عذري وإدخالك إياي في سعة من رحمتك. اللهم فاقبل عذري وارحم شدة ضري، وفكني من شد وثاقي. يا رب ارحم ضعف بدني، يا رب ارحم ضعف بدني، يا رب ارحم ضعف بدني ورقة جلدي ودقة عظمي، يا من بدأ خلقي وذكري وتربيتي وبري وتغذيتي. هبني لابتداء كرمك وسالف برك بي يا إلهي وسيدي وربي. أتراك معذبي بنارك بعد توحيدك وبعد ما انطوى عليه قلبي من معرفتك ولهج به لساني من ذكرك واعتقده ضميري من حبك وبعد صدق اعترافي ودعائي خاضعا لربوبيتك. هيهات أنت أكرم من أن تضيع من ربيته أو تبعد من أدنيته أو تشرد من آويته أو تسلم إلى البلاء من كفيته ورحمته. وليت شعري يا سيدي وإلهي ومولاي أتسلط النار على وجوه خرت لعظمتك ساجدا وعلى ألسن نطقت بتوحيدك صادقا وبشكرك مادحا وعلى قلوب اعترفت بإلهيتك محققا وعلى ضمائر حوت من العلم بك حتى صارت خاشعة وعلى جوارح سعت إلى أوطان تعبدك طائعة وأشارت باستغفارك مذعنها. ما هكذا الظن بك ولا أخبرنا بفضلك عنك يا كريم يا رب. وأنت تعلم ضعفي عن قليل من بلاء الدنيا وعقوباتها وما يجري فيها من المكاره على أهلها على أن ذلك بلاء ومكروه قليل مكثور يسير بقاؤه قصير مدته. فكيف احتمالي لبلاء الآخرة وجليل وقوع المكاره فيها وهو بلاء تطول مدته ويدوم مقامه ولا يخفف عن أهله لأنه لا يكون إلا عن غضبك وانتقامك وسخطك وهذا ما لا تقوم له السماوات والأرض. يا سيدي فكيف لي وأنا عبدك الضعيف الذليل الحقير المسكين المستكين. يا إلهي وربي وسيدي ومولاي لأي الأمور إليك أشكو ولما منها أضج وأبكي لأليم العذاب والشدة أم لطول البلاء ومدتي. فلئن صيرتني للعقوبات مع أعدائك وجمعت بيني وبين أهل بلائك وفرقت بيني وبين أحبائك وأوليائك فهبني يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي وربي. صبرت على عذابك فكيف أصبر على فراقك وهبني صبرت على حر نارك فكيف أصبر عن النظر إلى كرامتك؟ أم كيف أسكن في النار ورجائي عفوك؟ فبعزتك يا سيدي ومولاي أقسم صادقا لئن تركتني ناطقا لأضجن إليك بين أهلها ضجيج الآمنين ولأصرخن إليك صراخ المستصرخين ولأبكين عليك بكاء الفاقدين ولأنادين لك أين كنت يا ولي المؤمنين يا غاية آمال العارفين يا غياث المستغيثين يا غياث المستغيثين يا غياث يا حبيب قلوب الصادقين ويا إله العالمين أفتراك سبحانك يا إلهي وبحمدك تسمع فيها صوت عبد مسلم سجن فيها بمخالفتي وذاق طعم عذابها بمعصيتي وحبس بين أطباقها بجرمي وجريرتي وهو يضج إليك ضجيج مؤمل لرحمتك ويناديك بلسان أهل توحيدك ويتوسل إليك بربوبيتك يا مولاي فكيف يبقى في العذاب وهو يرجو ما سلف من حلمك ورأفتك أم كيف تؤلمه النار وهو يأمل فضلك ورحمتك أم كيف يحرقه لهيبها وأنت تسمع صوته وترى مكانه أم كيف يشتمل عليه زفيرها وأنت تعلم ضعفا أم كيف يتقلقل بين أطباقها وأنت تعلم صدقا أم كيف تزجره زبانيتها وهو يناديك يا رباه أم كيف يرجو فضلك في عتقه منها فتتركه فيها هيهات ما ذلك الظن بك ولا المعروف من فضلك ولا مشبه لما عاملت به الموحدين من برك وإحسانك فباليقين أقطع لولا ما حكمت به من تعذيب جاحديك وقضيت به من إخلاد معانديك لجعلت النار كلها بردا وسلاما وما كان لأحد فيها مقرا ولا مقاما لكنك تقدست أسماؤك أقسمت أن تملأها من الكافرين من الجنة والناس أجمعين وأن تخلد فيها المعاندين وأنت جل ثناؤك قلت مبتدئا وتطولت بالإنعام متكرما أفمن كان مؤمنا كمن كان فاسقا لا يستوون. إلهي وسيدي فأسألك بالقدرة التي قدرتها وبالقضية التي حتمتها وحكمتها وغلبت من عليه أجريتها أن تهب لي في هذه الليلة وفي هذه الساعة كل جرم أجرمته وكل ذنب أذنبته وكل قبيح أسررته وكل جهل عملته كتمته أو أعلنته أخفيته أو أظهرته وكل سيئة أمرت بإثباتها الكرام الكاتبين الذين وكلتهم بحفظ ما يكون مني وجعلتهم شهودا علي مع جوارحي وكنت أنت الرقيب علي من ورائهم والشاهد لما خفي عنهم وبرحمتك أخفيت وبفضلك سترت وأن توفر حظي من كل خير أنزلت أو إحسان فضلت أو بر نشرت أو رزق بسطت أو ذنب تغفر أو خطأ تستر يا ربي يا ربي يا رب يا ربي جميعا يا ربي يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي ومالك رقي يا من بيده ناصيتي يا عليما بضري ومسكنتي يا خبيرا بفقري وفاقتي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب يا ربي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب أسألك بحقك وقدسك وأعظم صفاتك وأسمائك أن تجعل أوقاتي من الليل والنهار بذكرك معمورا وبخدمتك موصولا وأعمالي عندك مقبولا حتى تكون أعمالي وأورادي كلها وردا واحدا وحالي في خدمتك سرمدا يا سيدي يا من عليه معولي يا من إليه شكوت أحوالي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب، يا ربي يا ربي يا رب، يا ربي قو على خدمتك جوارحي، واشدد على العزيمة جوالحي، وهب لي الجد في خشيتك، والدوام في الاتصال بخدمتك، حتى أسرح إليك في ميادين السابقين، وأسرع إليك في المبادرين، وأشتاق إلى قربك في المشتاقين، وأدنو منك دنو المخلصين، وأخافك مخافة الموقنين، وأجتمع في جوارك مع المؤمنين. اللهم ومن أرادني بسوء فريد، ومن كادني فكيد، واجعلني من أحسن عبيدك نصيبا عندك، وأقربهم منزلة منك، وأخصهم زلفة لديك، فإنه لا ينال ذلك إلا بفضلك، وجد لي بجودك، واطف علي بمجدك، واحفظني برحمتك، واجعل لساني بذكرك لهجا، وقلبي بحبك متيما، ومن علي بحسن إجابتك، وأقل لي عثرتي، واغفر زلتي، فإنك قضيت على عبادك بعبادتك، وأمرتهم بدعائك، وضمنت لهم الإجابة. فإليك يا ربي نصبت وجهي، وإليك يا ربي مددت يدي، فبعزتك استجب لي دعائي، وبلغني مناي، ولا تقطع من فضلك رجائي، واكفني شر الجن والإنس من أعدائي. رضا يا سريع الرضا، يا سريع الرضا، اغفر لمن لا يملك إلا الدعاء، فإنك فعال لما تشاء، يا من اسمه دواء، وذكره شفاء، وطاعته غنى. ارحم من رأس ماله الرجاء، وسلاحه البكاء، يا سابغ النعم، يا دافع اللقام، يا نور المستوحشين المساكين في الظلام يا عالما لا يعلم صل على محمد وآل محمد وافعل بي ما أنت أهله وصلى الله على رسوله والأئمة الميامين من آله وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Many thanks to Mulla Rashid Haidar for that beautiful Quran recitation as well as the recitation of Dua Kumail. With that being said, I have two announcements before continuing with today's program. First is I would like to talk about today's sponsor of tonight's Tabarruk, which was generously donated by the Honorable Bilal family. For that, please recite Surah Al-Fatiha for their marhumeen. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This one is an announcement for the brothers. If I can ask the people I'm seeing here, as well as the youth on my left and my right, if we can all move closer to the minbar, please, so that the Sheikh can see us whilst talking. And now that I've talked about the Sheikh, I am honored, as I said before, to invite Sheikh Nuru Mohammed to the minbar, who's joined us all the way from the holy city of Birmingham. With that, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Can I get a second louder salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad in honor of Imam Al-Hassan wal Hussain? Allah. Third louder salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad in honor of our Hujjah. Salamullah alayhi. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. Inshallah, before we commence with the majlis of tonight, may I request my dear brothers and sisters to kindly recite Surah Al-Fatiha for our dear brothers and sisters in Parachina, and of course, Lebanon and Palestine, and all those suffering across the globe. Al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Amin ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata allazina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الغر الميامين المنتجبين. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ما أفاء الله على رسوله من أهل القرى فلله وللرسول ولذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل كي لا يكون دولة بين الأغنياء منكم وما آتاكم الرسول فخذوه وما نهاكم عنه فانتهوا واتقوا الله إن الله شديد العقاب. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد. For the love of Sayyidah Fatima, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. For the purification of our hearts and hastening of the reappearance of our beloved, the 12th Imam, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. First of all, my dear brothers and sisters, lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, we thank Almighty Allah for giving us this moment to commemorate the painful martyrdom of the Lady of Light, our beloved role model, Sayyidah Fatima, Salamullahi alayha. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt condolences to each and every one of you, my dear brothers and sisters, on this painful occasion. The verse I've just quoted is verse number 7 of Surah Al-Hashr. This beautiful verse, my dear brothers and sisters, highlights on what belongs to the Holy Prophet personally and what belongs to the public or to the Ummah. And we'll come to the verse, inshallah, in the course of our discussion. The topic I would like to discuss tonight is to look at the relationship of Sayyidah Fatima alayha salam with wealth. And our examination of tonight will be of the following stages. The first stage, we'll ask a question. Is it within the rights of our beloved Prophet to own wealth or money or not? And then the second stage of the exam is something I would like brothers and sisters to reflect on, inshallah. Was Fadak a personal ownership of Sayyidah Fatima, or was it an endowment for the house of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen? We all heard on numerous occasions about Fadak, and I'm sure we read about Fadak, but I'm going to discuss this from different angle altogether, focusing more on whether Prophet is entitled to accumulate and own wealth or not. first stage of the examination, before we really appreciate these brothers and sisters, I would like to invite you all to something which is familiar to all of us when it comes to wealth ownership from different schools of thought. The first known school of thought is socialism. From the socialist perspective, ownership is for the public. Individual ownership is not much of importance in a socialist system. What the socialists say is that an individual is entitled to enjoy his or her wealth not based on his or her effort, but based on his or her needs. Enjoy your wealth, benefit from your wealth based on your needs, not based on your efforts. Now, the second school of thought, which today you find in almost each and every part of the world, is the capitalist school. Capitalists hold a view that there is nothing wrong with individual ownership. Individual can own and amass wealth as much as he or she can. And when it comes to benefiting from your wealth as an individual, there is nothing wrong. You can benefit from your wealth as much as you can. There is no boundary. So long as you stick to the rule of the game and you pay your taxes, you are free to enjoy your wealth. Now let's come to Islam, because that's where I would like to discuss more. Islamic opinion when it comes to wealth accumulation and benefiting from one's wealth. What does Islam say? Think about it, brothers and sisters. From the Islamic perspective, each and every individual is entitled to amass wealth as much as you can. You are not only entitled to accumulate wealth, you are entitled to use your wealth as much as you can. Islam doesn't negate individual ownership, because negating individual ownership is like negating some fundamental natural needs in our lives, like our need for food, like our need for shelter, like our need for water. These needs are fundamental. If one negates individuals' rights to accumulate and benefit from his or her wealth, then it's like negating these fundamental natural needs. However, Islam says, benefit as much as you can, but be careful of being extravagant. Israf, waste, is a condition when it comes to the way and manner we use our wealth from the Islamic perspective. For example, you go to Surah Al-A'raf, verse number 31. Allah makes it crystal clear. Kulu washrabu wala tusrifu. Innahu la yuhibbul musrifin. Or inna Allah la yuhibbul musrifin. Eat, drink, but do not waste. Do not waste. Because Allah doesn't like wasteful. So Islam allows us to own wealth, as some scholars may beautifully put it. It's individual ownership in the framework of public ownership. What does it mean? Enjoy your wealth, but make sure you reach out to those who are in need. Amass the wealth. Be the richest person. Endeavor to accumulate more. Use your wealth. But Quran and numerous traditions of the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt highlight on the fact that I cannot enjoy my wealth when others are suffering. That is not allowed. from the religion of Islam. And hence the verse I quoted earlier on, Surah Al-Hashr, verse number 7. Allah says, Ma afa Allahu ala rasulihi min ahli al-qura. What Allah restored to his messenger from the people of the town. Here, Ahlul Qura, some scholars say, refers to the holy city of Mecca. Allah says, whatever we restore to him, فَلِلَّهِ, there is the right of Allah in that world. وَلِلرَّسُولِ, the right of the messenger is also in that world. وَلِذِي الْقُرْبَى, the right of the near of kin, meaning the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, is also in this world. But look at towards the end. Allah says, وَالْمَسَاكِينِ وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ, the needy and the poor traveler also have a right in our world. Then Allah says, كَيْ لَا يَكُونَ دُولَةً بَيْنَ الْأَغْنِيَاءِ مِنْكُمْ, so that it doesn't become perpetual distribution among the rich from amongst you. So Islamic finance dictates that we amass the wealth, we enjoy our wealth, but don't forget the plight of the needy. Hence, Amir al-Mu'mineen beautifully mentioned, مَا جَاءَ فَقِيرٌ إِلَّا بِمَا مَتَّعَ بِهِ الْغَنِي, that the poor would not go hungry if it wasn't of the greediness of the rich. Today, even if you look at Muslims, just before we go forward, the wealth we have, if we are to distribute the wealth just amongst Muslims, there will be no poor Muslim. Even if we look at our own Shias, say for example in the United Kingdom, or no, say the Shias in London, if there is a just distribution of wealth amongst us, as per the dictate of the Holy Quran and the traditions of Ahlul Bayt, no one will go hungry. Agree? So Islam allows us to accumulate. Now from here, we need to look at the different types of ownership. Some scholars hold this view that there are three main types of ownership when it comes to wealth from the Islamic perspective. The first ownership is milqiyatun amma, public ownership or general ownership. What is general ownership? Like waqf, endowment. Someone, for example, comes to Haji Mustafa, Haraka. I'm giving you this wealth. Use it for majlis, use it for program. This endowment, this waqf. Use it so long as it is there. That is waqf. It's not for one person, it's for the usage of the believers who benefit from this community. Another example of public ownership is Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. The Holy Prophet gave him a piece of land, Masjid al-Shajara, you know it very well. That is the main miqat of those who go to Mecca through Madinatul Munawwara. People get into a state of ihram at Masjid al-Shajara. It was a piece of land the Holy Prophet gave to Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, and Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen worked on that land, farmed on that land. There were so many produce from that land, and the land was indeed one of the greatest source of income during that time for tabligh or for Islamic propagation. But Amir al-Mu'mineen said, I'm giving it to innaha sadaqatun batta bitala'in lihujjaj baytillahi al-haram. Amir al-Mu'mineen said, this is a pure sadaqah, charity I'm giving in the way of Allah for all those who intend the house of Allah. This is public ownership. Like our mosques, our centers, most of it are public ownership. Our centers are not individual ownership. So we have that first type of ownership. Look at the second type. Kindly pay attention, brothers and sisters. It's milqiyatun lil mansab. Ownership based on one's status. Here, I seek your indulgence. When you go to Surah Al-Anfal, verse 41, Allah discusses khums. وَاعْلَمُوا أنما غنمتم من شيء فإن لله خمسه وللرسول ولذي القربى. Note that whatever spoil you take, 1/5 of it is for Allah, is for the messenger, is for the near of kings. There are two opinions amongst our fuqaha, our jurists. As to the homes which went to an imam or prophet, or the homes we say sahamul imam, is it the ownership of the person of the holy prophet, or is it the ownership of the position of the holy prophet? So the two opinions are this. One, some said no. Homes, it is not the ownership of the person of the imam. It is the ownership of imama and not imam. He said it is the ownership of a nubuwa and not a nabi. You get what I'm trying to say? That's the first opinion. That these homes, فَإِنَّ لِلَّهِ خُمُسًا, that Sahamul Imam, they said it is the ownership of imama and nubuwa and not the ownership of the individual. That's one opinion. They call it milkiyatul lil mansab. The other opinion, they said no. The homes, it is the ownership of the individual imam or prophet, but then it cannot be inherited by anyone. That today, you collect homes. They said it is your ownership, but when you are no more, it cannot be inherited by anyone. It has to be used for what you've been using homes for. So that is the second type of ownership. Third type of ownership is milqiyatun shakhsiyya. Individual ownership. That every individual is entitled to own something. You are entitled to own wealth. That's why we all go to work. However, there are those who hold this opinion that it doesn't agree well with the position of prophethood for prophet as an individual to own wealth. They said his position of wilayah doesn't agree well for him to own and amass the wealth of this world. But I said that's wrong opinion. It is within the right of our beloved prophet to own wealth. And in fact, in Futuhul Buldan, for Baladari, for example, I was reading this last week. He said, when the Holy Prophet departed from this world, Prophet left so many stuff, so many things. Number one, Prophet left 6 mares. Number 2, Prophet left some sheep. Prophet left some goats. Prophet left some belongings, his personal belongings in the house. In fact, Baladari was mentioned, Prophet even left his rings. These are all ownership of the Prophet. These are wealth of the Prophet. He said Prophet left his houses, and those houses belonged to our beloved Prophet. And these are indications that Prophet or Imam is entitled to own wealth. There is nothing wrong. Although there are some out there who look at Quran 33 verse 33 and conclude that no, Prophet never owned any house. Because Allah says, وَكَرْنَا فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ وَلَا تَبَرَّجُنَا تَبَرُّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى. Allah now addressing the wives of the Prophet. Stick to your houses. So some said, Allah is telling them, stick to your houses. Allah is not saying, stick to the houses of the Holy Prophet. But our scholars gave beautiful answers. Or beautiful answer. They said, no, it's like somebody comes to rent your house. When you give the key to that person, you said, go to your room. Although the person doesn't own the room, you have your own house. Your son has his room. Your daughter has her room. At night, you say to them, go to your room. But they don't own it. You own it. Likewise, Allah says to the wives of our beloved Prophet, وَكَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنْ. Stick to your houses. It's not to suggest that those houses belong to them. The ownership of those houses were for our beloved Prophet. So therefore, the third type of ownership is individual ownership. Everybody is entitled to own. Now, second stage of the examination. Was Fadak personal ownership of Sayyidah Fatima? Or was it an endowment for the house of Imam Ali? Please, I want you to think about this question. In your own way, kindly think about this question to appreciate what Ahl al-Bayt taught us about this. You know Fadak very well. Fadak was a massive land, belonged to a tribe of Jews. But those tribes, they saw how the opening of Haidar ended. Upon seeing that, they sent a messenger to our beloved Prophet. We do not want to experience the same encounter. Let us have an agreement so we can live peacefully. And it was concluded that they will give half of their land. The half of the land they give is Fadak. The moment they gave the land, chapter Hashr verse 6 was revealed. وَمَا أَفَاءَ اللَّهُ عَلَى رَسُولِهِ مِنْهُمْ فَمَا أَوْجَفْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ خَيْلٍ وَلَا بِغَالٍ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يُسَلِّطُ رُسُلَهُ عَلَى مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَاللَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Chapter Al-Hashr verse 6 was revealed upon the agreement of giving Fadak to our beloved Prophet. Yani, the moment the ownership of that piece of land was transferred to our beloved Prophet, Allah revealed this verse. That whatever Allah restored to his Prophet, fight, not through camel or horses, it is for the Prophet. And in Quran there are these two terminologies, Ghanima and Fai. Ghanima is for the Ummah. But Fai, ma afa Allah, wa ma afa Allah, refers to what Allah restored and gave to our beloved Prophet. Personal belonging of our beloved Prophet, Allah uses the term Fai, wa ma afa Allah. If it is Ghanima, like in case of Homs, as we've just explained, it is not for our beloved Prophet. But now Prophet eventually gave Fadak to Sayyidah Fatima. Question. Was it within the right of the Prophet to give a piece of land to anyone? Because history tells us, Prophet gave Fadak to Fatima, salamullah alayha. Was it within the right of the Holy Prophet to give any piece of land to anyone? Because today we have people who come forward and say, you know what? Fadak is not for Fatima. Fadak is not for the house of Alawi. Because this is for the Ummah. So the question I'm asking, was it within the right of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi to give a piece of land to anyone? As a Shi'i, muwali li ahli al-bayt, you need to appreciate this. You need to understand this. So that you enhance your love for Fatima. Salamullah alayha. Indeed, it is within the right of the Holy Prophet to give any piece of land, anything at all to anyone. You know why? Prophet was in authority. And Quran makes it very clear. La yantiku anil hawa. In huwa illa wahyu yuha. Whatever the Holy Prophet did was as a result of revelation. But somebody will still say, but why? I said, look at Futuhul Buldan again of Baladari. When Prophet obtained the land lawfully from Banu Nadir, he gave a piece of that land to Abu Bakr, the first Khalifa. And he gave some piece of that land to Abdul Rahman ibn Auf. And he gave a piece of that land to Abu Dujana. So Prophet did not only give piece of land to Fatima, he also gave pieces of land to some of the companions. So why people don't raise questions about the pieces of land the Holy Prophet gave to some companions, but when it comes to the right of Fatima to Zahra, Salamullah alayha, people raise questions. And the ayah I quoted earlier on makes it crystal clear. In addition to this historical account, that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala restored things to our beloved Prophet. So Prophet gave that land to Fatima. Now look at this one. Was it right and justified? Some ask this question. For Prophet to give this massive land to Fatima? Why not giving her something small? And some would say, Allah says in the Holy Quran, Azizun alayhi ma anittum. Harisun alaykum bil mu'minina ra'ufur rahim. That what you were encountering offense, you the ummah, it was more pain to our beloved prophets. Prophet is fond of you. Your interest is what interested the Holy Prophet. So some said, Allah described Prophet this way. Does it really match an other world that upon all these descriptions, Prophet gave piece of land to Fatima, massive one? I said, of course. Fatima Salamullah alayha, she is the face of Imama. Hiya wajhul Imama. Fatima is the face, the image of an Imama. And the house of Fatima Salamullah alayha is the house of an Imama. And Imama is qiyada, is leadership. And the only way for leadership to thrive is to have a source of income to be able to propagate Islam properly. Homes like that. But this Fadak, my dear brothers and sisters, why did some people try their level best not to allow Sayyida and the Bayt of Alawi to lay their hands on Fadak? The simple reason is that Fadak was the main source of Islamic propagation. It was the main source of income for the Ummah, for the Islamic activities during that time. And hence Prophet bequeathed it to Fatima al-Zahra. Why? Because Fatima was the leader of all our Imams. She is Wajhul Imama. So Prophet gave her as a leader so that the affairs of the Ummah would be taken care of. Hence the Holy Prophet gave it to Fatima. Some said, how? I said, look, our beloved Imams, Imam Hassan al-Askari, for example, in that known and famous tradition, when he mentioned, we the Ahl al-Bayt, we are the proofs of Allah over you. You, our followers. But our mother Fatima Salamullah alayha, she is the proof of Allah over us, Ahl al-Bayt. And true, when the Holy Prophet left this world, Jibreel would come to Fatima Salamullah alayha. We have a riwayah. Whenever he would come to Fatima, he would bring something. What was he bringing to Sayyidah Fatima Salamullah alayha? Ta'wilul Quran. The secret of the Holy Quran. When Amir al-Mu'mineen would come home, Fatima would inform Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. This is what scholars what is compiled, and it's the Mus'haf Fatima. Hence scholars mention, the heart of the Prophet is mawtinu tanzil al-Quran. But the heart of Fatima is mawtinu ta'wil al-Quran. This heart of Sayyidah Fatima is the zone of the revelation of the Holy Quran. Is the boundary, is the container of the revelation of the Holy Quran. But the heart of Fatima is the container for the secret of the Holy Quran. So here, wajhul imama. Without a shred of doubt, imamate begins with Fatima. And imamate ends with Fatima. And that is why narration tells us, Inna Mahdi min wuldi Fatima. Indeed, Mahdi is one of the sons of Fatima al-Zahra. So Prophet gave it to her for that leadership to continue. But I always tell mu'mineen and mu'minat, brothers and sisters, look at the life of Sayyidah Fatima. Look at the life of Sayyidah Fatima. For some, will go out there and start saying, look, do you want to tell me Prophet gave her the money to enrich Fatima? I said, look at the simplicity of the life of Sayyidah Fatima. Not only from birth, even during marriage, Fatima salamullah alayha lived a very simple life. Whatever they had was channeled towards the ummah. And if I give you a few examples to understand that Prophet knew where to leave Fadak. He knew the simplicity of that house. Because Fatima, she focused on virtues and values. Fatima never focused on material. It begins with the mahar of Sayyidah Fatima. Look at the traditions. What the tradition says or say about the mahar of Sayyidah Fatima. The Holy Prophet was in charge of Islamic treasury. He could have thrown anything to Fatima. He could have said to Imam Ali, bring this and that. But look at the simplicity of that. Look at the life she lived in the house of Imam Amir al-Mu'minin. Imam himself described his beloved wife that she carried water until her chest sustained some pains. Imam Amir al-Mu'minin would say, she grinded with her hand until the hands were paled. Imam Ali would say, she swept the house, sweeping, until you will see dust on her clothes, dust on her face. That's the simplicity of this lady. Here comes the Holy Prophet to the house. Prophet saw his beloved daughter trying to breastfeed, trying to look after the house. Amir al-Mu'minin was going out to bring whatever he could manage. The Holy Prophet looked at Sayyidah Fatima, said, "Ta'ajjali mararat ad-dunya halawat al-akhirah." What was her response? Alhamdulillah ala na'ma'ihi wa shukru ala ala'ihi. The Holy Prophet said, Ya Fatima, these pains that you're going through in your life will hasten the pleasure of Allah to you. But Fatima, what did she do? She thanked Allah for her situation. She thanked Allah for what she found herself in it. And here really I would like to draw your attention to some spiritual doses before we come to an end. You see, this response of Sayyidah Fatima tells me Fatima salamullah alayha is of the highest level of spirituality. What do I mean by this? Kindly take this on board and reflect on this. You've got 3 levels. Tawakkul, Rida, Taslim. I want you to remember this. Fatima, what did she say? Alhamdulillahi ala na'ma'ihi wa shukru ala ala'ihi. She was in pain, but she didn't complain to Allah. She said, Allah, I thank you for the pain I'm going through. She's highlighting on 2 of these levels and stages. First one is tawakkul. What is tawakkul? Loosely translated in English, reliance on Allah. But let's look at something practical in our lives to appreciate what is tawakkul. Tawakkul simply means what? I'm going through a lot in my life. Maybe business-wise, I'm not doing well. Work-wise, I'm not doing well. Family-wise, things are not okay. Study-wise, I'm not getting it right. Left, right, things are not going well. And I try my level best to find solutions. I do not fold my arm. I really try my level best. I exhaust every single channel and avenue just to bring about solution. But at the end, I say, you know what? I've tried my level best. I've reached the peak. I leave the matter in the hand of Allah. That's tawakkul. Tawakkul, I don't fold my arm. I tried. That's tawakkul. Higher than tawakkul is rida. You all remember this line. Ilahi ridan bi qada'ik, when Imam Al-Hussain said. Rida, loosely translated, acceptance. Being pleased with what you have. Rida simply means I'm going through these challenges in life. Work not going well. Nothing is going well for me. I am in pain. I'm not able to sleep. But you know, instead of asking Allah to help you overcome it, Allah, I thank you for it. I'm happy. That's rida. So Fatima salamullah alayha, she says, Alhamdulillah ala na'ma'i. She thanked Allah, she said, no, this pain is a blessing of Allah. I am happy. I'm not asking Allah to replace this pain with something else. I am so much content. Allahu Akbar. That is rida. The last one is taslim. Taslim, of course, to submit, to surrender. Loosely translated that way. But what is taslim? Taslim means what? I'm going through challenges. You know, things were going well. Suddenly things change. And then I look at myself, I say, you know what? Allah, you gave it to me. You've taken it away. What's the problem? No big deal. You've taken it away. You gave it. I was nothing mentioning. You've taken it away. That's taslim. Sayyidah Fatima salamullah alayha. She not only thanked Allah for her situation, she surrendered to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Wholeheartedly. And hence, no better person for the Holy Prophet to give Fadak to than Sayyidah Fatima and Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen. Last example. A simplicity. To the extent that Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen would say to Fatima, go speak to your dad. Go talk to your dad. Maybe there will be some help for us. Obviously, Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen is doing this to teach us. What happened? She went to the house. There were people around the Holy Prophet. She couldn't say anything. She left. But Prophet realized that Fatima wanted to say something. After he finished, he went to the house of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen. You know this narration, all of you know. Then what happened? Prophet asked them, Fatima, did you come for something? He didn't say it. But Prophet, upon knowing what was happening, he gave them a gift of tasbih, Fatima al-Zahra. Khayru dunya wal akhirah, narration tells us. This tasbih is the goodness of dunya and akhirah given to Sayyidah Fatima salamullah. So therefore, in conclusion, brothers and sisters, Fadak given to Fatima was not favoritism, as some may put it, unfortunately. It was the right thing the Holy Prophet did. And I would like to conclude with this verse or verses of the Holy Quran. That it is the dictate of the Holy Quran for Prophet to give Ahl al-Bayt. فَآتِ ذَا الْقُرْبَى حَقًّا. Surah Al-Rum, verse 38. Give the near of kings haqqa, their rights. Yes, Prophet gave because he knew it. Na'udhu billah, Allah. If he did not want to give, Allah is telling Prophet, فَآتِ ذَا الْقُرْبَى حَقًّا. Give the near of kin their rights. The ayah I quoted earlier on. فَلِلَّهِ وَلِلرَّسُولِ وَلِذِي الْقُرْبَى. It is the right of Allah, the right of the messenger, the right of Zil Qurba. Who is the first of all Zil Qurba? Is Fatima. Everyone has right. But Ahlul Bayt don't have a right. Tawbah 60. Everyone has a right. إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها والمؤلفة قلوب والبني السبيل والغارمين. Everybody has a right. The needy, the poor, one whose heart is inclined to religion, the poor wayfarer. Allah said, you can give them all these, they all have rights. So all these have rights. Dhul Qurba don't have any right. It's only when you mention the right of Ahlul Bayt, people start to justify things. But Allah says, they have the rights. You as Rasulullah, give them their rights. And the last ayah you know very well. Surah Shura, verse 23. You all know the ayah very well. قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Mawadda fil qurba is a lot of things. It's not only by words of mouth. This qurba, they have rights. And Fadak was their rights. But obviously, unfortunately, they were denied that right. And it was given to them very late. And here I would like to draw your attention, mu'minin and mu'minat, to the holy city of Medina. Let's go to the house of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen and the house of Fatima al-Zahra. Let's remember a few lines of the life of this great Lady Fatima. We believe the authorities sent their henchmen to the house of Fatima al-Zahra. When they got to the house, they called out, come out and pay the allegiance. The response came, this is the house of the daughter of Rasulullah. But what was their reaction? The reaction was to push the door. When they pushed the door on Fatima, the ribs of Fatima was broken. As one poet mentioned, there are two ribs that were broken painfully on earth. One rib was broken when the person was alive, and the other rib was broken when the person was no more in this world. The rib which was broken when the person was alive were the ribs of Fatima al-Zahra. When Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam was in the process of making the ghusl of Fatima al-Zahra, suddenly Amir al-Mu'mineen stopped the ghusl and sat on one corner of the house. Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen began to cry profusely. Asma walked to Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam and she said, Ya Ali, I've never seen you crying profusely like this. Amir al-Mu'mineen said, Oh Asma, as I was busy making the ghusl of Fatima al-Zahra, my right hand crossed the broken ribs of Fatima. And you know very well, Fatima al-Zahra said to Asma, Oh Asma, I'm going to my room. Come after an hour, check on me. If I'm alive, I'm alive. If I'm not there, then inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. She said to Asma, when Hasanain come back home, give them their food. Allahu Akbar. After an hour, Asma went to check on Fatima al-Zahra, and it was inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Here comes Hasanain. Here comes the Imam al-Hasan and Imam al-Hussain. Allahu Akbar. Asma gave them their food. They said, Asma, when have you known us to eat without our mother? Let us go and talk to our mom. They entered the room. Imam al-Hassan came and hugged Fatima al-Zahra. He called out, Amma, Mom, Mom. And there was painful quietness. Abu Abdullah al-Hussain then came to the body of Fatima al-Zahra. Imam al-Hussain hugged his beloved mom Fatima. He called out, Mom, talk to me. There was painful quietness. Here it is said, Amirul Mu'mineen was inspired, Ya Ali, go and remove Hussain from the body of Fatima. It is asked, Allahu Akbar, if angels did not bear to see Hussain on the chest of Fatima, how did the angels bear to see Shimr on the chest of Abu Abdullah? I said Shimr did not sit on the chest of Imam al-Hussain. He poked the lips of Imam al-Hussain. He did not only poke the lips of Imam al-Hussain, he pulled the beard of Imam al-Hussain. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, my dear brothers and sisters. He did not only pull the beard of Imam al-Hussain. I said, Ya Fatima al-Zahra. He took out his dagger and he struck severally on the neck of Imam al-Hussain. One rib was broken when the person was alive, Fatima. And which rib was broken when the person was no more? We're talking of the ribs of Imam al-Hussain. When they sharpened the hoofs of their horses, they then came one after the other and began to trample on the body of Hussain. They broke each and every bone of Hussain. Imam Zain al-Abidin was watching from far. Sayyidah Zainab came out of Mukhayyam. She said, Zain al-Abidin, what is happening? What is being broken? He said, Amma Zainab, no one is breaking bottles here. They're breaking the ribs of my father. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Wa say'alamu alladhina zalamu ala Muhammad ayya munkalabin yankalibun.
Majoreen, inshallah. Please rise in honor of Fatima al-Zahra. Salamullahi alayha. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. ولعالزهرة المظلومة ولعالزهرة المظلومة With your voices, Shabab, with your voices. عالزهرة المظلومة عاشت وماتت مظلومة With your voices, with your voices. عاشت وماتت مظلومة ولعالزهرة المظلومة Where is your grave, Mother Zahra? Where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh Mother, my heart is asking, where is your grave, Mother Zahra? Where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh Mother, my heart is asking. With your voices, where is your grave, Mother mother, where are you sleeping? Where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is asking. Oh mother, I am Zainab, and for you I so much care. You left me and I'm in pain, and life can be so unfair. Oh mother, I am Zainab, and for you I so much care. You left me and I'm in pain, and life can be so unfair. For your grave I am searching. On the ground my eyes will stare. For your grave I am searching. On the ground my eyes will stare. For your grave my heart is searching. Where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is asking. Where is your grave? Where is your grave? Hey, where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh, my heart is aching. Oh, mother, I am Zainab, and for you I so much care. You left me and I'm in pain, and life can be so unfair. For your grave I am searching. On the ground my eyes will stare. For your grave I am searching. On the ground my eyes will stare. For your grave my heart is searching. Where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh, my heart is asking. Where is your grave? Where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is asking. Tonight is the night that you fell. With pain and sorrow I say, you left me to fight my grief. Crying is the only way. Where are you, Mother Zahra? You left me and went away. Where are you, Mother Zahra? You left me and went away. With sadness my voice is shouting, where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is asking, where is your grave, mother? Voices, voices, where are you sleeping? My heart is, mother, my heart is asking. Tonight is the night that you fell. With pain and sorrow I say, you left me to fight my grief. Crying is the only way. Crying is the only way. Where are you, Mother Zahra? You left me and went away. Where are you, Mother Zahra? You left me and went away. With sadness my voice is shouting, where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is asking, where is your grave? Hey, where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is one more time with your voices, Shabab, where is your grave? The Zahra, where are you sleeping? My heart is asking, oh mother, my heart is asking. نسألك اللهم وندعوك باسمك العظيم الأعظم الأعز الأجل الأكرم يا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن